Hey guys, Wadeboshiverson here. 4th of July. Well, at least it was about an hour and 50 minutes ago here in Washington. Anyway, I had quite a few requests and questions as to what I thought about Big Al. And rather than just type out a response about 35 times, I thought I'd just make a video on it. And I'm going to start a new series. Which basically will be me talking about hoops. It can either be actual basketball or it can be about the NBA. Oh wait, NBA is basketball, isn't it? Sorry, I'd sometimes get it confused with some of those circus acts, but you never know. I mean, the Clippers circus act, they're pretty similar, aren't they? Anyway, Big Al. Moving on to the Charlotte Bobcats. First, I will start with a positive. I thoroughly enjoyed when Big Al was a member of the Minnesota Timberwolves because I got top-notch patches. T-Wolves jerseys make phenomenal patches. And then when he went to Utah, not so much on the nice patches. And now he's going to Charlotte, which produces exquisite-looking patches. I know that from my Raymond Felton collecting days. So just thought I'd say here's the reason that Big Al moved on. People ask me, why would he go to the Bobcats? Isn't it obvious? I mean, he had $40+ million worth of reasons to move on to the Bobcats. You know, that was probably the high offer on the table, and he said, hell yeah, I'll take it. 40-something million dollars. He's got unlimited playing time in Charlotte. Who the hell is going to play instead of him? Bismack Biyombo? Byron Mullins? Whatever else Michael Jordan decides to pull out of the sewage can? You know, they might as well just go into the unemployment office and just start pulling guys that look like they're roughly 6'8" or so. I'm sure they can play for the Bobcats. He is far and away now their best player. Not even by a small little bit, but by a long shot. There is Big Al, Kemba Walker, and then 16 miles that way, everybody else. That is one crappy team. And don't give me this bullshit that Kid Gilchrist is going to be some superstar. He is a long ways away from being an elite player. He's a okay defender right now. He's not a great defender. He's an okay defender. And his offensive skills are horrendous right now. That guy can't hit anything outside of a half foot from the basket. He's an absolute skinny as a rail 18-year-old. I think maybe now he's 19, maybe he's turning 20 shortly. But he's got a long way to go. And that franchise has a long way to go as well. They should try and lose. That might be the one way that Al Jefferson is being, pulled out for minutes. But other than that, I do like it on the Bobcats' perspective. You've now got a post guy that you can build around. So you got a guy in the post. Now you've got Kemba Walker running. I think he should be your 2 guard. I don't think he's your point. And then I would run somebody. I would try and get somebody to come in to run the point or another forward. But probably most importantly now is is to get a point guard. 2 biggest things I think you need to win in basketball is a good point guard and a good big man. Now, if you've got a good big man, you can get away without a point guard. A lot of people have said, well, what about the Miami Heat? They have a point guard. He's just 6'9", 270 pounds, and his name's LeBron James. Freak of nature. He is their point guard. He's the one that ball handles. He's the one that gives out the assist. He's the point. So there you go. Spurs, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, check. Just going back, Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Kidd, check. Let's see, who else? Oklahoma City Thunder, Russell Westbrook, check, I guess. And, Kevin Durant kind of makes up for that, so sorry about that. Serge Ibaka, obviously. Going back to the Lakers, you got Pau Gasol and Dwight Howard / Andrew Bynum running their center slot. So, in my opinion, those are the two keystones that you need. Charlotte's got, you know, a top-notch center now. Power forward center. I'd like to see him play power forward. He is a power forward at heart. He's not a center, but he can get away with playing center. I'm kind of sad to see him go to such a miserable team. He's not going to get anywhere near the recognition he deserves as a player. He's a rough and tough, old school power forward. I mean, he belongs in the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, maybe. But he is not a current generation player. He doesn't fly through the air and do nothing but dunks and play no defense like Blake Griffin. He's a solid, rough and tough, pound him, beat him down. He's going to wear you down type of big man. And that's what I really appreciate about Big Al. But I am sad he's not going to go to a decent team. I was hoping he'd go to a contender. One of the moves I actually thought was pretty interesting. I think he could have made the New Orleans Pelicans. Crappy name, by the way. Why the hell did you change your names to the Pelicans? Good God. But anyway, I thought if you would have put him down low with Anthony Davis on the block, and then you start at point guard, you have Drew Holiday, and at shooting guard, you have Eric Gordon, and then you have a six-man coming off the bench by the name of Grievous Vasquez. Whew, that's a good one. Borderline, you could even move Drew Holiday to the shooting guard and move Gordon to the small forward slot, and then you've got a dynamic front court defensively with Davis and Al Jefferson. You have the scoring, down low post scoring capabilities of Al Jefferson while Anthony Davis is developing. And then you have Drew Holiday and you have Eric Gordon out on the perimeter. That would be pretty damn good. And then you got Ryan Anderson coming off the bench. I would have liked that. That's where I was hoping to see him go, actually, after that Drew Holiday trade was made. But I'm going to go with the back to the Bobcats here. I am glad that he is going to be able to play at an elite level. I would expect similar numbers to what he put up with the Minnesota Timberwolves in comparison to what he put up with the Jazz. So I would look for about 11 boards and probably 21, 22 points a game. That's what I'm guessing, and about 1.8, maybe 2 blocks a game. He's going to get a lot of run. He's going to be their team, really. It's his team to control. It's not Kemba Walker's team. It is Al Jefferson's team. And so that might be one of the reasons that he came in to their roster was because he wanted to be the man. He is the man for that team. I don't think he should be. I think he should be a complimentary number 2 piece, the main post feature perhaps. But I was actually surprised that a lot of contenders didn't look for him. I think if he would have waited, he could have gotten the whatever Dwight Howard left, whether it be Golden State or Houston. He could have even gotten more money, I think, that way. All in all, I don't think it was a great move by Big Al. I think it was rushed. I would have waited for Josh Smith and as well as as Dwight Howard to sign first, and then he would have basically had his slew of teams to choose from. I didn't even know the Charlotte Bobcats were on the options for anybody. The real scary thing is they are having to make trades to clear cap room. Okay, you got Kemba Walker on a rookie deal, and you got pile of trash. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, rookie deal, pile of trash. Anybody else? No. Why? Why would you be needing to clear cap space? They should have acres of cap space. I took a look at some of their contracts. They are ridiculous. What the hell were they thinking? But anyway, in a couple of years, when they got some cap space, I hope they keep drafting. I would say well, but I hope they draft well sometime soon. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be an interesting move, and at least I get some nice patches. That is my thoughts on Big Al. Anyway, guys.